Exercise 12.4 Part 1 asks us to do some analysis of the same company's balance sheet, and it asks us to do a vertical analysis and then a horizontal analysis. We'll do the vertical analysis first. The difference now is we're looking at all of the assets in terms of total assets, and we're looking at all of the liabilities and equities in terms of total liabilities and equities. So 2.3 million over 15.6 million gives us 14.7%. 1.5 million over 15.6 million gives us 9.6%. 2.8 million over 15.6 million gives us 18%. 11 million over 15.6 million gives us 70.5%. And our accumulated depreciation, a negative number, 2 million divided by 15.6 million is a negative 12.8%. And of course, because this is the denominator, that's 100%. Now we're going to do the same thing below for our liabilities and our equities. 1.45 million divided by 15.6 gives us 9.3%. Our liability litigation, 1.5 million divided by 15.6, almost 10%, 9.6%. Common stock, 8 million divided by 15.6, a little over 50%, 51.3%. And our retained earnings, just do this fraction, it's already set up for you. 4,650,000 divided by 15.6, 29.8%, and of course that totals 100%. You can add it up if you like, but it will total. Now it's asking us to do the same thing for 2018. This was 2019. This is 2018, and we're going to do the same thing. What percent of our total assets are cash? 800 divided by 13.7. What percent of our total assets are accounts receivable? 1.2 million divided by 13.7. What percent of our total assets are inventory? 1.7 over 13.7. What percent of our total assets are buildings? 11 million over 13,700,000. And what is our cumulative depreciation? So we're just going to do those numbers. We come up with 5.8%, 800 divided by 13.7, 8.8, 12 divided by 13.7, 12.4, which is 1,700,000 divided by 13,700,000, 11 million divided by 13.7, 80.3%. Our cumulative depreciation, 1 million divided by 13.7 is negative 7.3. If you add all of these and subtract that, you'll come up to 13.7 million. Now we're going to do the same thing down below for our payables. What percentage of our total liabilities and payables are equal to our accounts payable, 1,700,000, divided by 13,700,000, 12.4%. 13 million into 0 goes 0 times. Common stock, 8 million divided by 13.7 million is 58.4%. 4 million divided by 13,700,000 is 29.2%. And if you add that up, it does indeed come to 13,700,000 or 100%. That's part one. We have more. We're now going to do a trend analysis, a horizontal analysis, where we're going to look at the change from 18 to 19, figure out the difference, and then see what percentage that is. We've done that before, so let's do it again. Our cash was 2,300,000. It is now 800,000. So our cash has gone down a total of 1 million. I'm sorry, our cash has gone up. It was 800,000. It's now 2,300,000. I read it backwards, excuse me. It was 800,000. It's now 2,300,000. That's a difference of 1,500,000 up, positive, going up. So that's an increase of 187.5%. So our cash this year is 187.5% more than it was last year. Okay, that really shouldn't be in red. Our cash went up. Now let's take a look at our accounts receivable. They also went up. They were 1.2 million. They're now 1.5 million. Our accounts receivable have gone up 300,000. That is a total of 25%. The amount of change divided by our history, 300 divided by 1.2 mil, that's 25%. Our inventory was 1.7 mil. It has gone up to 2.8 mil. That's an increase of 1,100,000. So that's an increase of 64.7% increase. Our buildings were 11 million. They're still 11 million. There's been no increase or decrease. Our accumulated depreciation was 100. It's now 200. It's gone up by 1 million. That's a 100% increase. All of these are percentages. Our total assets were 13.7 million. They are now 15.6 million. They have increased by 1,900,000 for a total of 13.9%. We're going to continue on down, looking at our accounts payable. Our accounts payable was 17 mil, 1.7 mil. It's now 1,450,000. That's a decrease of $250,000. So that's 14.7%. So our accounts receivable have gone down 14.7% from last year's total. Our litigation liability, again, because we're fussing with a zero, we can't really do much. Our common stock has had no change. And your book actually wants an NA for that. They don't want a zero. Our retained earnings were $4,650,000. I'm sorry, they were $4 million. Now they're $4,650,000. So our retained earnings have gone up $650,000. And that's an increase of 16.3%. In other words, our retained earnings are 16.3% more than they were last year. And our total growth in the company, total liabilities and equity, going up a total of $1,900,000. That's 13.9%. And just to take you back to the good old days of Accounting 1, assets equal total liabilities and equities. The stuff we talked about way back in the beginning of the semester still holds true.